Welcome back to Spotlight Over the City. And guess what? We got a +2 in the building.
+2 in the building.
Not just the +2. We got some knockout artists. Not just knockout artists. Top of the crop knockout artists. Not just belt holders.
One
Sexy
belt holder.
Belt holder.
Yes.
Fly belt holder. A little bit flyer than Layla Ali belt holder.
Yes.
Not like Layla, right? But
better.
it's something about her just be like put the sexy on
No
the
shade,
oomph, put
but-
the oomph on the oomph, and
Right.
the left to the right. You want to introduce
The oomph on the
next
oomph.
guest? Let them know
This
how
guest needs
bomb she
really
really is.
no introduction because she's been on this platform at least two,
three times
now.
for sure.
So she's definitely at home. Spotlight family. You all may know her if you're out there in the sports world as the heavy-hitting diva. But you all welcome back to the show. Yes, these are all her belts.
All
she
of
is
them.
a true champion, the world champion. FRANCHON, Cruz, DEZURN.
Hey, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Thank you.
Man.
Hey,
guys.
So we didn't even do it no justice. You so bad with it.
welcome back.
Yeah.
God, no, thank you guys for having me and supporting me like from day one. I remember coming to the show for the first time and it was raining. I almost like went off the street, but I was determined to get there and the relationships blossomed thus far.
From
So
there.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yes.
So thank you for being a part of the family.
You brought
man.
someone with you. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, we got home team over here. What's going on?
Who you got with you?
Well, I got two-time Big Sugar SHEED. He is a two-division national champion, national Golden Glove champion, national USA member champion, and soon to be professional next year, stepping out on the scene.
Hey, put your hands together one time. Put them hands together. So that's what I'm talking about, man. So
Yes.
what's the connection?
So, I mean, you know, it's ironic you guys are talking about how so many of our young guys are in bad predicaments, doing bad things. He is just amazing. He was actually one of my training partners for the undisputed titles. I have 5 belts, made history, the first ever in history to become the super middleweight undisputed champion.
Yeah.
Man, y'all better put them hands together strong for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
It's just a situation with each one teach one, and along with our coaches at Headbangers, Barry, Boog, Juice,
Yes.
you know,
Shout out to
Jamie.
Headbangers.
Headbangers.
This young man was beside me and my husband down in Florida training with Bernard Hopkins, and he made a goal that he wanted to be #1 in the country, and he turned himself around and became not only once but twice #1 in the country and looking to do bigger and better things now.
I like it. I like it. Hey, and he's still young. Yeah.
Yes.
And so, I want to piggyback back and forth.
Yeah.
How long you been in the game?
I'm 22. I've been boxing since I was like 12, so about 10 years now.
Wow. So at 22, you already 10 years strong
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and seasoned and not and giving them the business.
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Man, so when is your next fight?
Well, at the moment, I'm making a transition from amateur to professional.
Oh, okay.
So we'll get all the details worked out right now.
I got you.
So that's the connection there. You know, as a champion, you want to always reach back into your community and pull somebody forward. And I'm going to be working with him and some other great people that are very established in boxing to make sure he has the opportunity to one day be undisputed, possibly.
Yes.
So do you deal with other sisters in the industry? Like, do you have another female that's on your line that you would like to bring up in the ranks as well?
Well, you know, I'm grateful to have like mentors like Bernard Hopkins and actually Peter Kahn, who's my co-manager. He saw like something in me because, you know, boxing isn't forever. You always want to have a backup plan. And he's like, you know what, you got alpha talent. You've been from the bottom to the top. You know, I've worked with my husband, Glenn DEZURN Jr., and shout out to him. He's fighting January 20th in Florida.
Hey,
so we
shout out to
up,
that.
we
Give it up
up.
for that. Yeah.
But he saw the things I was doing, and you just always would pray for somebody just to, you know, see that and help mold that for you. So I'm transitioning to the business side of it, which I'm familiar. I manage self-manage myself for like 95% of my career, but now expanding my brand, not just boxing, not just singing, but fashion and everything.
Yeah, she slipped that
man.
singing
Did
thing
she
in.
say,
She
I was
did
getting
the
ready to say,
national
did she
anthem.
slide singing
I didn't
on
know
there?
you did.
On the low, yeah.
I
we
knew.
know. We pay
Yeah.
She
attention.
sang the national anthem at one of these games
The
here
Wizards
lately.
game, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you know, I try to keep it like I do fashion design, and I had my first showcase in my first collection. I made him walk in it, and Glenn. So
That's
you gotta
what's up.
just
Yes.
all across the board.
Yes.
So how
I
did you
love
go
it.
from transitioning from boxing to even have a passion for fashion? You
What?
heard my boss, passion for fashion.
Passion for fashion.
Yeah, how did you get a passion for fashion? Because that's a long way from boxing.
Well, I mean, it's entertainment, and I look back. I used to make paper dolls when I was younger, and clothing out of socks for my Barbie dolls. So it's always been in me. And the more I got into boxing, and knew my first goal was to be a famous singer. So when I'm in the ring, that's my stage, and people looking. I'm like, hey, I got y'all attention. Y'all gonna get this drip right quick.
I know that's right.
I know that's right.
And I could never find, especially being an athletically built woman, some of the clothes just don't fit me. Like, I'm not thick and all that. I'm athletic and I'm strong and I got a strong back. So I started making things that fit me and just expressing myself, and other people thought it was hot. So I just was like, hey, let's do it.
Let's do it. I
I
love
like it a lot.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you and your journey and
Thank
all of
you.
the amazing things that you do.
Thank you.
You're just not just knocking people out. You
I
got
wa-
some other things going.
I want to ask my guy something real quick. So how does it feel to get ready to transition from amateur to pro? Because that's a big step.
The transition for me isn't really a big thing. It makes me more so excited than anything, because I've dreamed about this moment multiple times. I already see myself becoming a multi-time world champion, going down as one of the greatest in the sport.
Okay, Big Sugar.
Hey, hey,
Yes.
man, you gotta talk that thing. That's what I'm
That's
talking
right.
about. The confidence is there.
You
The
know-
hands is there. Say that.
And the proof is in the pudding. Like, don't get it twisted. Just because he was amateur, he's helped some of the top fighters in the game. Sean Porter, who is a multi-world champion, he's now retired. Shout out to him. You know, he even worked with Tank before.
Yeah.
You know, so he
Shout out Tank.
He's listen.
Devontae
He's a
Davis.
problem, and I'm just so excited for him and for Glenn and just the other people we get to work with, just to have their opportunity.
Yeah.
So when do you know? Like, so is it a certain point where you say I'm gonna go pro, or is that a coaching decision? Like, who makes that decision for you to transition from amateur to pro?
Well, really, I make that decision on my own, but other people suggest it to me and things like that, because it's been going on for years that people have been wanting me to turn pro and things like
Gotcha.
that, but I myself wasn't feeling like that I was ready. I feel like I needed to accomplish a couple more things, put some more things on my resume right quick before I make that big decision.
Okay.
Yeah, and we got, some of the top coaching staff in the world with Barry Hunter, Boog, Jamie, and everybody at the Headbangers. And, his father is so involved. He has a great family unit. And, like he said, he has to be ready to do it. And that's just for anything, not just boxing. If you have a goal that you want to pursue, you got to have it in your heart to do it, because if you don't, it's not going to be successful.
That's right.
Let's talk about some of these belts before you get off the stage. I want to
Okay,
talk about these
Yeah,
belts.
what is this?
because
What's this? What?
You
So,
got quite a
I
few.
mean, the first time I came, I only had the green
The
belt.
green belt.
Yeah.
I remember.
WBC.
WBC.
And then I came back and I had the pink belt. That's WBO.
WBO.
And now I've added the WBA, the IBF, and this is the inaugural Ring magazine. This is one of the most prestigious belts. Muhammad Ali had one.
Hey.
Floyd Mayweather. And like I said, I'm the first ever in history to do this. So, thank you for the platform, because
Yes.
people, if you know better, you do better. But it comes to a point when you see it, you can achieve it. And just having an opportunity to show people that women of color, can be strong and beautiful and make their mark in the world means so much to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's give it up. Let's give it up for that. It means a lot to us as well,
Oh, my
because
gosh.
see, we have to salute our kings and queens on the earth while they're alive. You got to give them their flowers, and we like to do that. But it's not every day that you meet this type of champion. Like, there's a lot of accolades right here. There's a lot of work being put in. There's a lot of training hours. There's a lot of non-sleeping and eating this and not eating that and being disciplined.
I
There's a
ate
lot
that
going
country
on.
kitchen, though.
I know that's
Carolina
right.
kitchen, you heard
I know
me?
that's right.
And so, but I want to make sure that we acknowledge that, because it takes a lot of discipline to get one belt, but to stay disciplined to get two belts, and stay down to get a third belt. And then you got a cute, pretty belt over there that you told me was a custom belt.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a big deal. I think you're a big deal. I think
Thank
what
you.
you're doing is a big deal. And I think that you're still carrying the torch for other sisters like yourself, and men as
Absolutely.
well,
Yeah.
coming behind you. But it's a lot of sisters that need to see it, because just like we needed a Layla, we need you.
Yeah, and then you got the Clarissas. You had so many, and I just came back from the tournament he fought on, which is the USA Nationals, and I got to see some of the youth, and it came to a point like you don't know if they're girls or boys, and that's just showing how far our sport is coming. So I know this, getting punched in the face for a living is worth something.
That's right. That's
It is.
right.
You have made a difference. You've opened up some eyes to the sport. You put the light on the sport. You've dominated the sport.
Thank you.
You a ass kicker.
Yes.
I like it, man,
I
because
love it.
takes a certain
you.
sister to have a certain something in her to be able to stand in a ring.
Yeah.
Because everybody not get ready to stand in the ring and take that jab. Not even some men are going to do it.
It's more
And
so the sacrifices outside the ring that's a lot. Like as a woman, you have the aspiration to become a mother. As a woman, you get ridiculed because you're strong, and so I really embrace my feminine side because I'm a woman before anything.
That's right.
I love
Yeah,
I love it.
And shout out to hubby for rocking because
Yes.
he has his own talent, but he's down and he supportive. He rocks. So
When
it always takes somebody to have your back to keep pushing you and see you to that next level, right?
That's right.
Yes.
Did y'all ever train
right.
together?
Oh, we spar everything. Trust
Yes.
me.
Y'all spar?
He's fighting January 20th. Who you think's his main training partner? Me. Like
That's right.
basement, fighting everything.
That's
I
right.
like
I love
it. But how fly is
love
that
it.
though to have a component, an opponent that's actually your mate,
The same
right?
way.
Somebody
y'all-
who
the
you can
same
come
way-
I
and
coach
spar
him in
with.
singing all the time, so I know what it is like.
Okay,
Yes,
I saw
I
your
do.
influence.
Yes.
No, real talk. No, it's the
So,
same.
yeah.
It's the same dynamic like y'all. Like the way y'all finish each other's sentences, the way y'all bounce and go. It's the same thing in the ring. And he has his King Richard moments with me. Like when people try to put something negative, he will rip your head off, like to make sure I'm good. So
That's
I
right.
appreciate it.
And that's what it takes.
So what do you have coming up before we let you go? Let's wrap up and talk about what's coming up for 2023 for you all, and anything else you want to plug.
Yes, ma'am. So,
Plug it.
as I stated, SHEED will be making his transition to the professionals. I have Glenn DEZURN Jr. fighting January 20th. Shout out to Pat and the team. They fighting on January 7th.
Yes, they are.
For
At the Capital
sure.
One Arena.
Yes, yes. And
Lamont
I'll
on
be-
that card too, right? Lamont.
Yes,
Lamont
Lamont
and
is on
Anthony.
that
Shout
card
out to you
too.
guys.
Anthony on
Yes.
that card too.
Yes. And I'll be fighting first quarter, probably in March, and I'll be making, my promotional debut. So putting on my own cards for my own fight, and also giving other people opportunities. So I'm working.
That
Y'all
is
look
dope.
out. How can they follow y'all?
You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at the Diva, and
You can follow me on Instagram at SugarSheed_, SugarSheed_.
Most people with the sugar tag always be a knockout artist or put that work in. Ain't no bad sugars.
Oh yeah, I'm
Not in the
versatile. I
ring.
can do both.
you gotta
Yeah.
see him. Just go follow him. Check his page. I seen some stuff. He's amazing.
Of
Yeah,
course
and
we
we
gonna
can't
follow
wait.
you. Of
Yes.
course we gonna follow you, but we
Yeah.
want to follow your story enough to get you to double back.
And when
let
y'all
us
ready to
know
come
about
back,
that pro
that's
circuit
right.
once you
The
jump on the
answer's yes.
circuit.
Thank
Yeah,
Definitely.
we're gonna pull
Okay.
up on you for
Thank
sure.
you so much.
Y'all, don't y'all love this?
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
Y'all,
Y'all give it up.
One more time for the heavy hitting Diva and Sugar.
Sugar Sheed
We
in
might
the
have
building.
you come announce him. No,
Yeah.
we gonna link.
Listen, I'm everybody's
Don't
hype
move.
person.
I
You know,
will have
I
y'all
be
there.
hyping. I be like, yes, let's
All right,
do
y'all
it.
see the
do it.
bells. We'll be right back. Spotlight over the city.
All right.
Don't get punched.